jingle thump, jingle, jingle thump.
Our next story on our regularly scheduled idiocy. There are sometimes I hear about shit like this, and my first thought is, please don't die. Because if you die, then we can't laugh at you on my show.
That just warms my heart.
And that is this fellow to a T, because, whoa mama, god damn, Mad Mike Hughes cancels rocket launch to prove Earth is flat. A man who believes Earth is flat was ready to launch himself from a rocket in California on Saturday afternoon to prove it. He's canceled his plans, at least for now, not having the required federal permits plus mechanical rockets with his motorhome / rocket launcher.
Really?
Forced self.
That's weird that a guy who can't accept that the Earth is round would have problems with science. Wouldn't be able to grasp the vast technical knowledge it takes to build a fucking functional rocket.
Motorhome / rocket launcher. Let's.
Where's this guy from? California?
Hughes is a 61-year-old limo driver who spent the last few years building a steam-powered rocket out of salvaged parts in his garage. His project cost him $20,000, which included Rust-Oleum to paint it fancy, and a motorhome he bought on Craigslist he converted into a ramp.
This guy was definitely going to die.
He was going to die!
I mean, no two ways. He was going to die. A steam-powered rocket. How is that going to carry you into the atmosphere?
This is a real quote. I swear, the guy who built... Quote, "I don't believe in science," said Hughes, whose main sponsor for the rocket is Research Flat Earth. "I know about aerodynamics and fluid dynamics and how things move through the air, about the certain size of rocket nozzles and thrust, but that's not science, that's just a formula. There's no difference between science and science fiction."
That literally is science.
That is...
I mean, I'm not an expert. I studied fucking art, okay? And I'm nice. I'm professionally nice to cats. So I'm not a fucking rocket scientist, but I'm pretty confident that aerodynamics are a science.
Yes, they kind of are. Fluid dynamics, that's quite famously
a science.
Which
rocket science is a science.
He still wants to launch this damn thing. And a steam-powered rocket. He's expected to go, I think, something like 1,800 feet to prove the Earth is flat. I would like to remind everybody out there, especially people who live in countries with the metric system, he wanted his rocket to go 1,800 feet. Commercial airlines fly at 30,000 feet.
And are still within the Earth's atmosphere.
So I don't know what he's going to prove.
Also, like, was he going to bring, like, a camera? Like, what was going to be the proof? Was he just going to come down and be like, "Yep, Earth's flat, you guys. You'll just have to trust me"?
I just...
Was he going to ask a bird?
Steam...
For an interview?
Steam-powered rocket. Because, of course, that's what
That's going to be the name of a shitty band by the end of this week.
That is, of course, the classic propulsion method that NASA has used. That's what got us to the moon, was steam power, you know.
That's going to be the name of a shitty band that all wear top hats and goggles and play Metallica songs on the accordion by the end of this week.
Steam-powered rock. Oh, my God. Oh, Well, here's
Like that was never gonna work. You were going to die.
Yes.
If this is just an elaborate suicide, that's one thing.
He got
like,
someone.
You don't gotta Alex Jones that shit up. You can just be like, you know what? I hate life and I want to go out with a bang, a literal bang. And I just want to fire myself into the sky until I explode.
Anyway.
Please do not knock steam-powered giraffe.
That's an actual band.
I don't know what that means.
That's an actual band.
Do they wear top hats and goggles and play accordions?
They do wear top hats and goggles.
Well, then I'm mocking them because that's silly.
Do you hate them more than ska?
Ooh, that's a tough call. I really fucking hate ska. Because that's what white people do.
Let's move on to more stupidity. We're not going to spend too long on this because it's just an update. Remember that dude who was going to build his own rocket and prove the Earth was flat?
Yeah.
Says I remember he was saying he didn't need science because that's not what rocketry is.
I mean, that literally is what rocketry is. But all right, dude. All right.
Flat Earther tried to fly away. His rocket didn't even ignite.
That's what happens when you build a rocket without science. Because you notice Elon Musk's rocket did quite well.
He put a fucking car in orbit.
He did.
That's too much money.
He put his car in orbit.
That's what
spare.
That's when you have too much motherfucking money.
Yeah.
Launching your goddamn car.
You know what? I'm tired of this car. Let's launch it into space.
You have too much fucking money. So, yeah, I love Lupin says, happens to a lot of guys at that age. Yeah, his rocket did not ignite, as it were.
He should get a Viagra endorsement deal. Oh, did your sister show up for some treats? All right, we'll give her some treats too. Sorry, I'm being overrun by raptors now because I opened the treat bag.
Saturday marked Hughes' third aborted launch since he declared himself a flat earther last year and announced a multi-part plan to fly to space by the end of 2018 so he can prove astronauts have been lying about the shape of the planet.
Like, how do you think space works if the Earth is flat? What do you think orbit means? How does gravity operate if the Earth is flat? It's all based on centrifugal force and shit. And, like, literally none of that works if everything's not round.
Hughes blamed technical difficulties, including a bad O-ring, for his steam-powered rocket's failure to ignite.
Was he going to be in this rocket?
Yes.
So he was going to get in his steam-powered rocket and fly out into space.
Yes.
And then have a giant existential crisis when he saw that the Earth actually is round, and then die. That's like the saddest movie ever.
I'm kind of thinking maybe that a bad O-ring is sort of code for I don't want to get into this fucking thing. Just maybe.
You think he doesn't believe his own height?
I like building stuff. I like messing with technical stuff. I like all sorts of fiddly bits and blinky lights and wires. And I would never try to fly into space in a rocket I built myself.
Yeah. That is ill-advised. Unless you're Elon Musk. And I don't think he built it personally. And all he sent up was his car.
Yeah. All sorts of hope stuff. Bring it back here for a little segment we like to call What the Fuck is Wrong with You? And we're going to start with the follow-up story. This fucking guy. You may have I don't know if you've been keeping up with it. We've been following this guy's career over the past few months. There's a gentleman who believes the Earth is flat and designed a steam-powered rocket to prove that the Earth is flat. After 2 failed attempts to launch his rocket, He finally has launched it.
Oh, well, good for him.
Kind of.
Oh,
Mad Rocket Man launched himself into California sky and crashed. He went up just like the self-taught rocket scientist always pledged he would. He came back down too in one piece, a little dinged up with his steam power vessel, a little cracked up. Still, mission accomplished for a guy more daredevil than engineer who drew more comparisons to the cartoon character Wile E. Coyote than he did the iconic stuntman Evel Knievel. Mike Hughes, the rocket man who believes the Earth is flat, propelled himself about 1,875 feet into the air Saturday before a hard landing in the Mojave Desert. Now, I want to point out something. Part of his plan to do this was to prove the Earth was flat. He launched himself 1,875 feet in the air. And all of you are going, wow, that's really high. The Sears Tower is 1,500 feet tall. So he launched himself about 300 feet higher than the Sears Tower. So if he wanted to learn the world was round, he could have simply gone
taken an elevator up
and looked. Or aeroplanes, the other means of flying that we have, airplanes go to about 30,000 feet, from which you can look out of the airplane outside the window, because they have those.
Also, airplanes don't have to go straight up. They can take you up and go as far as you want with enough fuel to find the edge of that Earth you've been looking for.
Yes.
The picture.
The picture?
Oh, the picture. It looks like such a majestic moment, like everything's about to go right, and you know it doesn't.
No.
And there's people there, they got some cars, and all those people down there, I just imagine half of them are going, this guy.
Oh, but wait, we find out why he actually did this.
Okay.
Quote, my story is really incredible. I got a bunch of storylines, the garage built thing. I'm an older guy. It's out in the middle of the nowhere, plus the fat Earth. The problem is this brings out all the nuts. Also, people questioning everything. It's the downside of all this.
Who are you calling nuts, sir?
His future plans are simple. Fill out the paperwork to run for governor. Quote, this is no joke, Hughes said. I want to do it. So, what this guy did was he built the flat earthers into giving him money to build this crowdfunded steam rocket that proved absolutely nothing, but got so much media attention, he's going to use it to launch his career as a political candidate.
He got money for that. He'll get money to run for governor.
Yeah, he's pretty much just bilking. He's a scam. It's a scam. He's actually fucking admitting he's a goddamn scam. He did all this as a publicity stunt. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. There's two things I take out of this. One, relieved, he said after being checked out by paramedics, I'm tired of people saying I chickened out and didn't build a rocket. I'm tired of that stuff. I manned up and did it. Awesome. You sure showed everyone. Two, can you imagine the debates for the governor's office when this guy runs against anyone? What's going to happen? Like, the moderator's going to go, so your thoughts on the wildfires going on southern and western California? The Earth is not round! And that's it. She's just going insane. What do we do? This is California, right?
Yes, California.
So...
Hooray.
I don't...
Welcome to modern politics.
Well, yes. Illinois had a problem with that. Was it last week with who they voted, or who got that?
Yes.
He's not the... Yeah, there's other...
There's a one of the Republican nominees for I believe it's a House seat.
One of the...
Congress. Yeah. The Republican nominee is a out and out, loud and proud brown shirt Nazi.
Holocaust denier to an
Yep.
extreme. Yep. So you have this guy in Illinois. You have the flat Earth governor in California. So I keep thinking also, just going back to the flat Earther guy, I don't want to think about Nazi House.
Hate Illinois
Representative.
Nazis.
Yeah. Ugh, hate them. What was the thing about that? Aren't we just supposed to run them off the highway like in the movie?
That would be a good plan.
I can't see anyone denying it.
Yeah.
But with this flat Earth governor, this is his third attempt, right? And he didn't die. Okay, 3 strikes, you're out. Stop. Stop trying. You're going to get everyone else hurt, too, if you keep this up.